Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game best of 3 series between Lyn and Lawliet. Game 1 taking place here on Turtle Rock as we see Lawliet spawning as what I will call the orange night elf at the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, well, I guess not on the opposite side, but in the bottom location as well, we have Lyn spawning at the 9 o'clock position here on the west side. So it is going to be Night Elf versus Orc. And one thing I want to say, this is taken from the playoffs of the AWC. This has been a pretty popular tournament going on. And also, there have been some pretty big surprises. If you guys have been following my channel, I have been casting a lot of games from this series. And we are now down to the final 8. They are in round robin playoff status, if you guys must know. And if things start to go well, if I do get more and more viewers for WarCraft 3 and StarCraft 2 replays do dry up, I'll be able to bring more of these games to you guys. So hopefully you guys definitely enjoy them, as we are going to see this Night Elf versus Orc matchup underway. So far, we are looking at an Ancient of War with an Archer creeping happening down here by the green creep camps. We most likely will have a Demon Hunter versus a Blade Master. Yes, thank you, Wiz, for letting us know what's exactly going on there. Demon Hunter versus Blade Master, extremely common in the matchup, as the Night Elf player will most likely end up going Demon Hunter into Beastmaster into Goblin Tinker. That seems to be the long-term strategy for Night Elf players. Meanwhile, the Blade Master may go for Blade Master, or the Orc player may go for Blade Master, followed by a Tauren Chieftain for Shockwave. We see how effective Shockwave has been in trying to take down Druids of the Talon, but if you don't follow things up, things do generally go from bad to worse. We're already looking at Lawliet absorbing a whole bunch of damage on these giant sea turtles, and you got to remember, I believe it was Lawliet versus against, was it Yumiko or Focus last week? I'm not 100% sure. Well, I have to go back and take a look at that, as the Demon Hunter does come in with a quick slice, takes down one unit, does take down another here. But this is a vulnerability for Night Elf players. Right now, that Ancient of War, very low on hit points, needs to eat some more trees to get trained back up. Meanwhile, down over here, oh, the Blade Master is going to get caught here. This is a really, really bad location. And the Blade Master taking some damage and trying to go up against more units here. The Blade Master is actually in a little bit of trouble, running around back over here. The Demon Hunter may even get off a mana burn to try to get off the final hit. That's going to be very, very important. There's a mana burn onto the Blade Master there. Blade Master is now stuck in the back. Who's going to get that final shot off there? I believe the Demon Hunter, the Blade Master does get the hit, and he also gets the pendant. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal as Lawliet, epic fail in trying to deny that experience, and ends up wasting 350 gold already. Very, very bad opening for Lawliet. This is not the sharp Lawliet that we saw in the previous series featuring him, as the Blade Master now wanders around, very happy with that pendant of energy, extra 150 mana for himself. May need to pick up a Clarity Potion as well, and that will all eventually go on a Tauren Chieftain. A Tauren Chieftain with mana is definitely a scary proposition for any Night Elf player. Follow-up play, it looks as though the Blade Master now coming in, he's going to try to go into these orange creep camps here and pick up either a Claws of Attack +6 or Slippers of Agility or Gloves of Haste. One of the benefits, or one of the reasons why the Blade Master is such a strong hero, is low-level items. You can see Ring of Protection +2, fairly useful on a Blade Master, as it does end up taking a lot of damage. So it will be able to continue to creep while healing more hit points as well. Most likely the Blade Master will just wander away there. Oh, Evelyn or Lyn just not quite realizing that those units can continue to attack. Meanwhile, we can see Lawliet now using the turtle trick here. The turtle trick, you can see that there is one archer who is shadow melded, and now focusing down the gargantuan sea turtle. That gargantuan sea turtle does give a lot of experience, as this Demon Hunter is now able to just try and go after Orc grunts. He is actually creeping at the same time, and this Demon Hunter, once it gets to level 2, is a much more dangerous hero. Meanwhile, back here, Tree of Ages is nearly done teching. Are we seeing a Tauren Chieftain? No, not quite yet. Not quite sure. We're going into a Bestiary first and a Spirit Lodge. the standard play there, as we want to see raiders and spirit walkers. Down over here, you can see that the archers still slowly poking their way against that gargantuan sea turtle as the demon hunter comes in, gets in an easy slice onto the grunt to make sure that it does not heal any longer, as the Tauren chieftain is now being trained. Down over here, you can see that the archers slowly picking their way, and this is going to be a very, very big advantage. Tome of Intelligence. Some items have been left behind. The Demon Hunter, where is that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter right over here is now sitting at level 2. Needs to pick up the items as he does tech evasion. All right, what is that item? I can't quite tell. I can't hover over it at all. And the Demon Hunter now needs to come in there, go after some of these units, and try to pick up the items. The Blade Master could get in there very, very easily. You can see that the Nightcrawler, the reason why the Nightcrawler is still aggroing against the archers is because the archers are unpoisoned while the Demon Hunter was. Ring of Regeneration, very useful on a Demon Hunter, able to regenerate a lot of hit points rather quickly, and now down that goes as well. Blade Master back off to the north. You can see him trying to take down this Ogre Warrior. It will get taken down. Will it be a good item? It is a Circlet of Nobility, one of the better items for that Blade Master. Plus 2 damage, plus an additional 0.6 armor, and extra mana for Windwalk. All very, very useful. The Beastmaster now picked up. Lawliet is going to have to execute his strategy nearly perfectly. The archers only have Forest Trolls here to try and take down, and that's going to actually put him a little bit behind. The Beastmaster not going to get to level 2 nearly as fast, and the only options are to try to go after creep camps that the archers cannot take down. You can see these Ogre Lords over here. The Demon Hunter may try to come in there. There is a Staff of Preservation coming in as well. Meanwhile, back over here, there is a Wisp hiding, so this creep camp could get spotted out here in just a moment. Let's take a look at this. There is the Quill Beast. There's the engagement. The archers are trying to just focus down that Ogre Lord first. This Quill Beast is absorbing a fair amount of damage. That chaos damage from the Ogre Lord, not nearly as helpful as, oh, the Blade Master is going to come in and get the steal, get the item. And wow, what was the item and who picked it up? It looked as though the Beastmaster did pick up that Helm of Valor, and it did also get the experience. The Blade Master is still sitting at level 2 as all the units are now running away. This could be bad news. This Blade Master could try and take down this archer here. Very, very low on health. Is it going to be able to make it inside? The Demon Hunter comes back around. Could get off a slice or two. That Demon Hunter just shy of level 3 as the Beastmaster now benefiting from that additional strength and agility. So far, I think the Helm of Strength should actually be better placed on the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter would deal more damage, have more hit points, as it is the tankier hero of the two, as we're now looking at the Goblin Tinker being picked up. Alright, Evelyn is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. We do have the Night Elf Tri-Hero already underway. There is Spirit Link being just cast on himself. I don't believe it actually splits the damage. I would have to double check that, as we now see a Druid of the Talon perhaps going into Druid form to try and get away. There it is. There's a Shockwave, and down, finally down goes that one Druid of the Talon, as we see passing of the guard here. So far, both sides are fighting. The archer may get taken down in this chase as well. You can see Fairy Fire, the archer, getting taken out by his own Demon Hunter to try to deny some experience. Finally, some good plays coming in from Lawliet. Will he have enough Cyclone to pick up and take out Lyn, or is Lyn going to end up with enough Spirit Walkers to handle and disenchant everything? Alright, someone asked me why I said it was the Spirit Walkers disenchant instead of dispel magic. Priests have dispel magic, Spirit Walkers have disenchant. What is the difference? Disenchant does 250 damage to summon units, while dispel magic does 200. Disenchant, I believe, just costs a little bit more mana. And, well, that's pretty much it. So, thank you for asking that question. I'm sure a lot of people thought Disenchant and Dispel Magic were, in fact, the same spell. They are not, and they come from different units as well. Let's come back around here. You can see the Tauren Chieftain and the Blade Master now looking to charge on in here, take down some of these key buildings. The Moonwell, very, very important, as you can see, this Moonwell is not going to get repaired. Down goes a Wisp as well, as the Druid of the Talons have to just stick around back over here. Meanwhile, the Gargantuan Sea Turtle is actually going, or the what's it called? The little Clockwork Goblin's actually going after the Gargantuan Sea Turtles, absorbing a bit of damage. And now Clockwork Goblin after Clockwork Goblin is popping out of there. Meanwhile, where is the rest of the army? There is a Cycloned Raider. That Raider still up in the air, gonna finally land, only to be meted and greeted by an Archer Druid of the Talon party, and it does get taken out. Demon Hunter now sitting at level 3. Beastmaster and Goblin Tinker still sitting at level 1. Tauren Chieftain at 3, as the Blade Master not quite at 3 either. We can see level 2 Shockwave was teched, and level 2 Shockwave means that these Druids of the Talon are going to be very, very low on health, and they have to be extremely careful. Alright, we are going to see the Giant Sea Turtle now taken down. Blade Master sitting at level 3 here. We are at Stronghold, not at Fortress, so we do not see a Lightning Orb anywhere nearby. Alright, are we going to perhaps see a Cyclone come in and try to take down this Blade Master? We could. Oh, the Ancient of War down to 11 hit points. There's the cancellation. There's a mana burn. No Cyclone, though, for some odd, strange reason, as we're now looking at the Tauren Chieftain attempting to take down the Gargantuan Sea Turtles off here in the center location. Tauren Chieftain does have a speed scroll in order to try and get away. Doesn't have to really worry about slow. A potion of greater healing, as that Tauren Chieftain has plenty of health already to go around. A healing salve will get it close to about 800 or 750 hit points. Or sorry, nope. Yeah, Tauren Chieftain about 750 hit points. It is healing itself back up here, as we're now looking at both sides just continuing to creep on their sides of the map. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Goblin Tinker sitting at 1 will get to 2. Beastmaster already at 2 won't get to 3. As we're looking at a bit of an engagement now. Tome of Intelligence has been picked up, and here is the fight. Ancient of War a bit out of position. You can see the Fairy Dragons are now also ensnared, as the Ancient of War does get taken out. No real way to try to stop any of these guys here. There's a Shockwave, and a poor Grunt may get picked apart. There's the Blade Master as well. Are we going to see a Cyclone on that lower hit point Grunt? No, we are not. Only focusing down this one Grunt here, as the Blade Master now looks to charge in. Alright, there is a Fairy Dragons in the air, ready to mana flare everything down. Grunt is going to get taken out here, unable to run away. Blade Master may go after the Archer. No, the Grunt gets the Archer there with an easy kill. And a little bit of a good trade, luckily, for Lin, as Lin knew he was going to get that Grunt, but he somehow got a free Archer out of it as well. We are now looking at an Ancient of War being replaced down. Goblin Tinker picking up a Clarity Potion. Does the Beastmaster pick up anything? Yes, a Clarity Potion as well, as we should be seeing a little bit of aggression. The problem right now, Lawliet did not take his opportunity to try and poke down these important buildings as they're being built. That means that the Spirit Walkers already are at Adept training on Adept training, giving them that disenchant as opposed to being delayed a bit. That is a lot of Spirit Walkers, 4 of them on the map here. 4 Spirit Walkers with disenchant, as we're now looking at another fight. Druids of the Town now trying to chase it off over here. Lin does buy a scroll of healing, so 2 scrolls of healing. And are we going to perhaps see a Shockwave? Yes, straight down the middle, but not hitting very much of anything, as the Mana Flare is now in the back. You can see the disenchant and the Mana Flares coming down as well. Speed scroll now being used. The peons even trying to take down this Pocket Factory, knowing that the Pocket Factory does constantly just generate units. There goes the Spirit Walker as well. Level 4 on the Tauren Chieftain, as we're still fighting it through. It looks like the Clockwork Goblins may finally focus down a couple of the Grunts off to the north, as the Clockwork Goblins are looking to try and engage. Tauren Chieftain still backing off here, both sides with a lot of units in the red or orange, and one Shockwave or one fight could just completely throw everything into disarray, as the Clockwork Goblins are still looking to make a move. Well, even if they die, they do a bit of suicidal damage, as we're now looking at the level 4 Tauren Chieftain with level 2 Endurance Aura. Alright, there goes more units on both sides. Lin gonna lose a Raider. Lawliet losing a Druid of the Talon earlier, as we're still seeing the heroes get higher and higher level. This Pocket Factory actually blocking Lawliet from being able to escape. If the Pocket Factory goes down, perhaps the Beastmaster can get away. There is the ensnare, and there is a Scroll of Town Portal Transport. Goblin Tinker gets taken out, and with that Goblin Tinker down, that Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain gets closer and closer to level 5, and eventually the all-important level 6. We do have Potion of Lesser Invulnerability picked up by Lin. Lawliet. Lawliet is looking pretty good as well. He needs to pick up a Scroll of Town Portal just in case things do get a little bit dicey. 30 supply compared to 50 supply. Obviously, Lin in the lead now, but Lawliet should be able to make a bit of a play if he plays things right. He cannot overcommit to any fight. He needs to trade extremely well, catching units in transit. Perhaps the best way for him to handle this situation. Demon Hunter now making its way off over here. You can see the creep camp is still up. Blade Master now looking for where his opponent could possibly be, as we're now going to see a bit of an engagement here. All right, let's take a look. The Fairy Dragons could try and Mana Flare right there. Are we going to see a Mana Flare? No, just focus firing as the Blade Master already comes inside, takes down a couple of units. Does he take the item? I don't believe so. He doesn't take the item. It is the War Song Battle Drums, so that is going to be extremely helpful for the Night Elf army. Scroll of Town Portal once again being used in order to get away. They are going to get taken out. There they go, as the Raider now about to land. Demon Hunter sitting at 4, Beastmaster sitting at 3. Goblin Tinker still not yet resurrected. 50 over 70 supply compared to 37 over 60. It was important that Lawliet left that fight, as he wouldn't be able to survive it. But now the problem is Lin. Lin has been able to clearly creep out some other creep camps. He may get to level 5 on a Tauren Chieftain. Level 5 on... Nope, it doesn't look like he will. He will get very close, though, and also picking up a Robe of Magi. Robe of Magi now giving him 510 intelligence. That is plenty of shockwaves. All right, is he going to be just shy? No, he's going to be exactly on the money. 1,400 experience on the money there, and now with level 3 shockwave, I do believe the advantage is for Lin. Lin now wandering back over here to the Goblin Merchant Shop. Let's see what he's going to be purchasing. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Plenty of healing to go around. May transfer a Scroll of Healing to that Tauren Chieftain as well. If you can keep your units alive and all dealing damage, that is just so powerful, so effective, especially when battles generally last longer here in WarCraft 3 than in StarCraft 2. Druids of the Talon now making their way down. You can see there's a Bat Rider off over here as well. Are we going to see him try and suicide his way in against a Hawk or another unit? Let's take a look. There is the Raider trying to get off an ensnare. Does not do so. There's the Bat Rider, and the Bat Rider, takes down a Fairy Dragon very, very easily. Meanwhile, you can see the Spirit Walkers and the Gargantuan Sea Turtle about to duke it out. We may have a bit of a creep drag coming in from the side. The Beastmaster sitting at 3, Goblin Tinker 2, Demon Hunter 4 against, I believe, a 5-4 army. Was it 4-3-2 versus 5-4? Anyone could have the advantage now, as the Blade Master going after the Goblin Tinker. I believe he's going after the Goblin Tinker, yes. Going after the Goblin Tinker, and now this is going to be a bit of a problem. The Blade Master is going to be caught on the wrong side. Is he going to get cycloned up again? No, he does use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability instead. Cycloning up a couple of Raiders. There goes the Tinker for the second time in 3 minutes, and that is not looking good for Lawliet. Lawliet in a bit of trouble here. The Demon Hunter now trying to engage against the rest of the units. That is a lot of Cyclone, though. Always keeping that Beastmaster up in the air. There's a disenchant. The Tauren Chieftain does not have enough for a shockwave, and you can see him landing once again. Beastmaster finally gets taken down, as we also see the Blade Master still getting picked apart here. You can see constant heroes in the air, and the problem is that with the constant heroes in the air, the DPS is just so much lower that the Blade Master and the Tauren Chieftain can't really do anything in that fight. Their units are just constantly falling off. There's another Mana Burn. There's another Cyclone going after just the Tauren Chieftain now. If you can just go after the Tauren Chieftain, you can ensure that that Tauren Chieftain will be falling. Demon Hunter gets off another Mana Burn as the units are still coming in. All right, this Demon Hunter very low on hit points. Tries to make its way back away. It is now sitting at level 5. Is it going to be able to heal back up? I do believe so, as Evelyn now setting up an expansion at the 12 o'clock location. Demon Hunter sitting at 5. Beastmaster sitting at 5. Both one Beastmaster getting resurrected. Meanwhile, Lin, is he forced to resurrect anything? No, just getting up more Raiders. And Lin has been playing so incredibly well as of late. Just so difficult to slow down, as we are looking at just Mass Druids of the Talon and Fairy Dragons to try to combat the Spirit Walkers of Lin. Alright, Raiders, Spirit Walkers, now making their way down into another play here. What is going to be happening? Demon Hunter now running off to the north. Let's see what these Druids of the Talon will be able to do, as we're also looking at the Fairy Dragons, perhaps looking at to creep another creep camp. Doesn't say anything off over here. The Raiders are poised to attack. Lin buys a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability from the shop again, I believe. And with that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and the Mana Potion, he should be able to get off an uncontested Shockwave again. Fairy Dragons now make their way over to the Troll Berserkers. Quickly sees that the Troll Berserker is sitting right there. Is he going to scout out the expansion at the 12 o'clock location? I do believe so. And once he scouts it out, what is he going to do about it? You can see there is that expansion now, and the Fairy Dragons take a quick look, see that it's up, and thinks to himself, okay, he is currently gathering more gold per second. It's about a 40% increase right now. No, it's actually about a 100% increase, as he is still in low upkeep. Evelyn keeping in low upkeep, very important. Meanwhile, Lawliet somehow keeping it in low upkeep as well. We can see that Pillage is being upgraded, and that's going to definitely help the Raiders to try and get just enough gold to train out more units. You can see also the Ogre Warriors with Bloodlust, how fast they're working. Let's look. It looks as though, yes, that's going to get finished off as well. There is one last Raider waiting for him to come back. And there's also one last, I'm not quite sure what it was, one last Troll Berserker giving +2 intelligence to the Tauren Chieftain. Alright, I don't know why, but, oh, there he goes. Anyways, let's come back, take a look. Mass Druids of the Talon, Ancient of Wars now in position. We could be coming in upon a special engagement. It looks like both of these armies are just within a hailing distance of each other. If they just screamed, they would find where the other is. Coming back over here, the peons are now perhaps looking to build... do a little bit of building, or perhaps even long distance mining, in order to add a little bit more gold into the coffers. Lin. Now bringing over a handful of units. You can see the Quill Beast does have Bloodlust or Frenzy. There is that Ancient of Wind. What's going to be happening next? Druids of the Talon, 11 to 13 damage. And the Raiders, however, not going to have their bonus piercing damage. So this is going to be a very interesting fight. Tree of Eternity has now been rooted there. You can see the gold mine has been taken out. Is this going to be a good enough or smart enough play, as we're now looking at the Blade Master and the Beast Master continuing to do a little bit of a chase? They're looking like they're going to chase off to the north. The Spirit Walkers are all trying to get away. Blade Master is there as well. And there is the Cyclone. That one poor Tauren Chieftain is just up in the air with nowhere to go. There's another disenchant going after the Blade Master, or the Beast Master again. Is the Blade Master going to survive? It looks like it might, but it looks as though the Beast Master is going to be the first to fall. So taking down a very huge level 4, almost level 5 Beastmaster, level 3 Beastmaster was more than enough to handle that situation there. So far, we are looking at one base to one base expansion versus expansion. I do believe the center gold mines have a bit more gold than these corner ones. Yeah, just a bit more gold. 10,000 versus 16, or 12,000 versus 16,000 as my estimate. All right, let's take a look here. We are looking at the Tauren Chieftain, the Spirit Walkers, now just making their way off to the north side. You can see there's one Quill Beast who's trying to pester. Is it going to be able to do anything? No. Going to get ensnared and taken down. Blade Master now ready to go, ready to jump into the fray once more. Goblin Tinker seen that level 3. We can see at the center, at the main base, there's pretty much only Moonwells there, and the Tauren Chieftain is the one really leading the army. Lesser Potion of Screeling, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability All very, very nice items here, as we are now going to see a bit of an engagement. Goblin Tinker in serious trouble. It is ensnared. And now is he going to be able to get out? Oh, no, he is not. But in the same way, the Raider may get taken down as well. All right, let's see what's going to be happening next. The Raider is going to try to engage. You can see that the units are just all dancing around here. And, oh, there goes another unit up into the air. There's the disenchant, as mana does not grow on trees. It just grows inside you. And those Spirit Walkers apparently have mana to spare right now. 49 over 60 supply with no end in sight as of yet. This is still looking very, very interesting. As we're looking at a final here fight, we can see that the Druids of the Talon are going after this. Oh, beautiful shockwave. Almost takes down a couple of units there. Raider could just come in and try and finish this all off. Are we going to see a second shockwave? Oh, no second shockwave. He needs to use the shockwave while he can. He takes down 2 quick Druids of the Talon there. A third one may get taken down in just a moment. Let's see if he's going to be able to get in position. Oh, doesn't hit any of those units there, as they were just able to run free. All right, Druids of the Talon trying to fight back against the horde, but there is simply too many units. And I believe that Lawliet is going to be giving the GG here in just a minute. But what is going down? Both sides exchanging blows. Beastmaster is in trouble. Getting reincarnation on the Tauren Chieftain. Level 6 on the Tauren Chieftain. Doesn't even have to worry about the Tauren Chieftain any longer, because once he gets taken out, it will automatically resurrect. At least on I believe a 5-minute cooldown timer. Let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain still pushing their way through. And with Evelyn or Lynn just trying to build up more buildings, I think that is going to be it. He doesn't have enough production to stop his opponent. Even massing trees at this point would not work out. And what does that mean for everything else? Alright, I don't know why this Wolf Raider is actually... Wolf Rider is right there, but perhaps it is in his opponent's... No, I think I was just seeing things right there. Anyways, coming back around, we are looking at the Spirit Walker. Blademaster still continuing this engagement. Raider now needs to back off. There is a lot of Druids of the Talon. Tauren Chieftain could try to make a move. Is it going to be able to make any serious move? No, I don't believe so. The Tauren Spirit Walker is just running away here. The Tauren Chieftain does have Endurance Aura 2, so this may be enough to at least do something. But the Raider is also very fast. Alright, are we going to see the next engagement here? We can see Moonstone Potion of Healing. Lawliet is ready to move out. Is he going to push into his opponent's base and actually cause a bit of trouble? I don't know for certain. Alright, Druids of the Talon, Ancient of Wind, all in position. Only a handful of creep camps left, and even some of those creep camps have very minimal items at their stores. Coming back down over here, Raiders are in position as well. Where are these groups of Raiders going to go? Perhaps inside the Moonwell base here and try to take them down, especially since there are no trees to beat up on you. Let's take a look here what's happening next. More units just cutting across the grass there as we're looking at a major fight. Bladestorm now comes in, taking down a lot of the units here. Are we even having an expansion? No, we are not. And Lawliet, or no towers and no additional buildings. Lawliet is in trouble. Demon Hunter falls at level 5. And I believe that is going to be the GG. With the Demon Hunter now gone, and the experience given to the Blade Master and the Tauren Chieftain, that is going to be very difficult to stop. Alright, you see the Druids of the Talon trying to take down this Tree of Eternity. Meanwhile, Resurrection not completed. The Raiders are now going after some key Moonwells once more, as we are looking to hold on to the center expansion for perhaps the resurrection of the Demon Hunter and the Goblin Tinker. Plenty of gold. There is a new Tree of Life. What is this? Tree of Life. No, Ancient of War down over here. Where is the new Tree of Life? That can't be a Tree of Life. No, that's a Great Hall. So not quite sure why the Great Hall is being built there either. Alright, Spirit Walker still trying to engage. Are they going to be able to do anything as of yet? More attacks coming in. Blademaster attempting to take down that Druid of the Talon. It looks like it will get taken down. This Druid of the Talon will be taken down as well. And the Raider is also going to get taken out. Perhaps even taking some Wisp. And Lawliet loses game 1 in this series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.